Something massive has been spotted in the depths of the ocean, a shape too big, too unnatural to be ignored. For years, the ocean has hidden secrets beyond our imagination. Creatures we thought had vanished still roam its trenches. Shadows flicker beneath the waves where no light should reach. But this time, something is different. A strange, colossal figure has appeared, so enormous, so bizarre, that it's sending the internet into a frenzy. Some call it a glitch. Others say it's just another iceberg, a trick of the currents. But then, there are those who believe it's something else, something alive, something ancient. Leviathan, the legendary sea monster, spoken of in myths, feared by sailors, and now possibly stirring in the depths of our world. Could this be the moment where legends become reality? Governments stay silent. Scientists dismiss it. But the people are asking questions. What is this? Why is nobody talking about it? If this thing is real, what happens next? And if it is waking up, are we prepared for what comes next? But before we jump to conclusions, before we brace for a monster to rise from the depths, let's take a closer look at the truth. It all started with this image, a strange formation in the Scotia region, spotted on Google Earth. At first glance, it looks like an enormous sea creature, stretching hundreds of meters long, a shape so massive, so distinct, that it immediately sparked a wildfire of theories across the internet. Some said it resembled the legendary Leviathan. Others compared it to the Kraken, the mythical beast that was said to drag entire ships into the abyss. But amidst the chaos of viral posts and endless debates, one question remained. What is this thing? Could it really be the Leviathan? A creature feared since the dawn of civilization? Or is there a far less terrifying explanation? Here's what's really going on. This isn't a monster. It's just the natural topography of the Scotia region, an underwater mountain range that's been there for millions of years. So why does it look so eerie? Google Earth distorts depth, making some areas appear larger or stranger than they really are. It's not the first time satellite images have tricked us. From sunken cities to massive walls, these anomalies often turn out to be nothing more than quirks in data processing. So no, Leviathan isn't waking up. The world isn't ending. But here's the real question. What if Leviathan did rise again? Before we imagine what would happen if Leviathan rose again, we need to understand what exactly we're dealing with. Leviathan's origins trace back thousands of years, deeply embedded in ancient texts and mythologies. It appears in the Bible, specifically in the book of Job, Psalms, and Isaiah. But this isn't just any sea creature. It is described as a monstrous, fire-breathing serpent, an entity so powerful that no human weapon could pierce its scales. In the book of Job, Leviathan is portrayed as an unstoppable force of nature. Its back has rows of shields tightly sealed together. Flames stream from its mouth, sparks of fire shoot out. A beast covered in impenetrable armor, breathing fire and exuding an aura of chaos and destruction. Some interpretations see it as a metaphor for chaos itself, an entity created by God but so uncontrollable that only divine power could stand against it. But Leviathan was not merely a force of destruction. In some Jewish traditions, there was originally not one, but two Leviathans, one male and one female. According to legend, their existence threatened the balance of creation. If they were allowed to reproduce, their offspring would consume everything in their path. And so, it is said, God destroyed the female, ensuring that only one Leviathan remained, an unstoppable force, yet one that would ultimately be defeated at the end of time. Now, here's where things take an unexpected turn. Leviathan is not just a biblical entity. Creatures eerily similar to it appear in myths from different cultures around the world. In Norse mythology, there is Jörmungandr, the world's serpent. According to legend, Jörmungandr was so vast that it encircled the entire earth, biting its own tail. It was prophesied that when it finally let go, the end of the world, Ragnarök, would begin. Then there's the Kraken, a colossal sea monster from Scandinavian folklore, said to lurk beneath the waves, dragging entire ships into the depths. In Japanese mythology, there is Ryujin, a dragon-like sea deity who ruled the ocean and controlled the tides. How is it that across different civilizations, separated by thousands of miles and with no direct contact, stories of massive, godlike sea creatures persist? If it rose from the ocean today, the world would be doomed. Legends speak of Leviathan as a force of destruction, a beast that only God himself could tame. And if those legends are true, then its return would mean only one thing: the end of the world. But in the end, Leviathan remains a legend, one of many born from humanity's fear of the unknown. So while the idea of such a being is terrifying, reality offers reassurance. The monsters we fear most often exist only in the stories we tell. And perhaps that is where they were always meant to stay. If you enjoyed this dive into the unknown, make sure to like, subscribe. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next one.